All right. We are live. Episode 10.
Episode 10. Man, starting to get into this routine, starting to get into the flow of things. How you feeling like with it?
Yeah, feeling pretty good with it. Just, we just gotta I don't know. We just gotta somehow get the algorithm in our favor. But reaction videos are on the way. They're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming. They're coming. So this
I
was
broke.
the what was that?
Oh, I was gonna say I broke my own rule. I make a couple exceptions sometimes. Like I try not to like Amazon or anything like that.
Mm,
But for this, the deal was the best deal I could afford.
right.
For
You
lighting.
didn't go
So
like an arm and a leg for this light, did you?
nah, man. Like $15.
Oh,
That's why I
okay,
had to
okay.
go. That's why I had to go Amazon because everything else I was finding in stores and stuff was like 30 something, $40, and I'm like, shit. Okay,
Yeah, no.
give me a second.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even have the best lighting, but I have a lamp sitting on top of my desktop, so it's right
Yeah,
there, right in my face.
yeah, man.
Even turns colors too.
Mm,
But
shit, fancy.
yeah, but you can actually see my face with the default color on, so you
That
know.
the black setting. I think it's like that was blacklight, but it reminds me. You know, some movies depict hotels in the U.S. like with jacuzzis and shit like that, and I never seen it. I never seen it until I was in fucking Illinois
Mm,
and in the outskirts of Chicago. Uh, there's a lot of weird hotels and motels that are themed, and I have mixed feelings about themed hotels. Like
mm.
I don't know. It's like oh, it's meant to be sexy, and I'm like, part of me can't help but think like, is this jacuzzi clean? Because people fucked in it, so like,
Who was
uh.
fucking in this jacuzzi?
And then like the circular bed, like the circular bed is the shit, but like I don't know, man.
Better hope
Like
the
some of
water
them have
filters work.
like so, some of them have like the cheesiest, man. That's the only word I have for this. Like
Mm.
cheesy ass paintings on the wall, and I'm like, I'm trying to be romantic here, and I can't get over this wall, this mural of a cheetah that like has eyes that follow me while I'm fucking. Like it just
Bro,
man.
so I went through a very similar situation when I had sex with my friend for the first time,
Mm.
and this is like the first like Portland trip I took in a minute. So there's just like this hotel. I'm never ever gonna go back. That was a bit much. But yeah, there was just paintings and shit all over the walls and like this old like white dude and I'm just like, "Ooh, boy,
Oh. Mm.
this is interesting." And was one of the paintings and shit and I'm just like,
They judging you the entire time.
I don't care. My ancestors judging me even more. So hey, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, the only and I it would have been like an open and shut case. Like I would have been like, yep, no, never. I hit him up because it was the only thing to do in the outskirts of Chicago.
Mhm,
Um, there's a lot of flat and nothingness.
mhm.
Um, but I told myself I'm like never again. I'm never gonna go to a themed hotel. And this is not like we're not paid for this or anything. I wish. But there's this one hotel in Idlewild, California,
Mhm.
that is a bed and breakfast, and that place
Oh, I think you were telling me
is
about
like,
this. Yeah.
dude, themed cabins. There's like Dolly Parton. There's like fucking video games. Themed hotel room. That one is sick for like a boys trip or something, or like a friend's trip.
Mhm.
Uh, cause it's bunk bed, so like that part is eh. but this has a bunch of video games, old school and new.
That's just
So, but the room I stayed at was the 420 room, and you wouldn't expect it, right? Like it's a stoner themed room. It has like Guitar Hero and some video games. It has a vending machine. In the bedroom, you're on the top of an A-frame, so it's like the triangle type of ceiling, right?
mm-hmm.
And it has a nightlight, and it has a shit ton of psychedelic posters, and has a vinyl sound system set up. And you get a volcano that you get to use for your stay to smoke, so that way you like can smoke inside and there's no problem. But dude, that bed is the best sex bed I've ever been on in my life. That thing is insane. It just, dude. Oh my god. It's a stoner room, but in reality, is there like fucking actually romantic room? Because they have an entire romantic cabin, and
Yeah.
it's all like Valentine's and flowers and all that kind of shit. I'm like, no, give me this room.
Mm.
It's like 2 mattresses inside a hole, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
All right. All right. All right. Well, gotta plan it. Gotta plan it.
Dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, gotta plan it, dude. Which is a good segue because I'm pretty sure there was a whole lot of that happening this weekend. A lot of hotel fucking. So, um, you know,
Fucking
um,
nasty people.
we're probably gonna get the what's it called, so we just found out we're pregnant in about 6 weeks.
Ooh, oh, dude.
It's gonna be a lot of that happening soon. So so to all the lovely couples that may or may not be watching this, congratulations on your new child that's gonna be here in about 9 months.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
If not, go get your plan B.
It's probably too late now.
Oh shit, yes, that's true.
Yeah, you gotta take that shit the morning after. Like, hey,
Oof.
after
Oof.
shit, fuck around and find out.
It is.
Literally.
I did not have to worry about that, man. That was so nice.
I know, must be great.
It is pretty fantastic, man.
Must be great fucking another woman and not have to worry about getting pregnant.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But you know, this is a good
You're not sorry though.
this is a good segue into you know, love languages. Gotta talk about that because it's super important, just really in any relationship. It's just like another form of, you know, communication and all that. And you know, it's just any, honestly, it's just, and the thing is with love languages too is that it's not even just strictly to like romantic relationships too. It's everything that goes out of like even like your platonic relationships as well. Like we all express love like in different ways, you know. Um like even myself, like my, I know what my love language is, and it's me is just like I like to, I just tend to like go out of my way to like do things for people that I actually give a shit about. But you know, if I can't do that, just like what do I do? I don't know what else to do when I can't do what I do to you know, express that love for someone, you know. And that's one of those things that I think I tend to struggle with, because like right now, talking to this girl, we haven't gone on any dates yet, but you know, it's like it's really hard for me to really like express my love language because it's more like a physical thing. Where for her is, you know, she sends me a text every day like, "Hope your day's going well," or "How are we doing?" Like she checks in on me like every day. So, you know,
Okay.
that's kind of like her love language. You know, that's like what I'm trying to, at least that's what I'm getting out of it. That's what I understand, you know. she's just constantly just, checking in on me, see how my day's going, and we have our conversations, and that's it's nice. It's nice to get how you doing texts. You look forward to those.
dude. No, like I feel like it's good to understand yourself and like really get to like explore what makes you feel appreciated, what makes you feel loved and shit,
Hmm.
and be able to express that to your partner and kind of like come to a consensus.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like, and I feel like it comes out a lot on this weekend, on this day, like Valentine's Day, because there's so much societal pressure
Right.
of like you have to do this gigantic romantic gesture, otherwise you're not a couple or something. And like, what is a romantic gesture is something that has to be communicated, not just assumed, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, someone was telling me yesterday, like, oh yeah, $35 for like 4 or 5 flowers. I'm like, damn, no. If you look into like the flower industry and shit, like the amount of pesticides, wasted water, all those different things, yeah, sure, it brings jobs, but like, damn, man, it's a pretty bad industry and like environmentally and shit, but it continues going because it's considered like super romantic. And I'm like, mm,
Yeah, it's like for, birthdays, Valentine's Day. It's crazy because this topic came up the other day with my agents. So it was more like, like the question was, if we're in a relationship and like, are you gonna ask me to be my Valentine on Valentine's Day, right? And so for me, I said, well, it depends. Like, it depends on the whole dynamic of your relationship, right? So for me, I'm just gonna ask regardless, because some people, because I know some people might appreciate the gesture. But if you're in one of those couple, or if you have like that type of relationship where they should, damn it. Yeah. So there's that. Like, if that's what you want in your relationship, then yeah, go ahead and ask, because the gesture will be nice. But if you're that type of couple where y'all just locked in no matter what, and you already know, like, is if you're all just going to treat it just like another day like any other else, then obviously you don't really have to do that, right?
yeah,
So it just really depends on like the dynamic of your relationship. It's not like a must for everybody. Not everyone has to do that. Now, me personally, I'm going to do that because that's just the type of nigga I am. But
yeah,
anybody else, shit, you just been together for so long where it's just like, you might be in that relationship where like every day's Valentine's Day, you know?
dude. For me, like, I guess where I formed my idea on, I don't think flowers are shit.
Yeah.
Um, is like my parents, right? Watching my parents' relationship and shit.
Right.
Uh, my dad would go on like a drinking binger for days, right? We couldn't find him and anything, and then he'd come back and apologize with like a huge bouquet of flowers for my mom. I'm like, that that doesn't make up for 5 days where you weren't there and she had to take care of us by
Hmm.
herself. So yeah, fuck you. Uh,
Yeah.
so like from a very early age, I was like, yeah, flowers ain't shit. They're pretty, but I much rather just leave them where they're at
Hmm.
than in a little bouquet and shit.
Yeah.
Um, and like I now I'm not saying all romantic gestures are bad.
Right. Of
That's where
course.
communication comes in. Like you
Hmm.
might not like flowers, but like you give me a box of chocolates, I'm like, oh, that's pretty sweet. I like that. And it's
Some
still
people.
within the same like traditional box of chocolates, flowers, jewelry, all that
Hmm.
shit, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, talk to your partners, guys. Talk to your
Classic
partners.
love bombing in that. Yeah. No, that's kind of like that's the universal like, baby, I'm sorry. Let me give you the flowers and the chocolate and let's go out to
Yeah,
dinner
man.
because I fucked up and just like, nah, nigga, like you can't keep doing that.
Yeah, nah, like I grew up and my mom would like just look past it, but not because she forgave him, more because she's running a fucking business, man. Doesn't have
Right,
time for this shit. So
right.
like I just watch her just like
Kind of deal with it and it just sucks because
yeah,
it's like, uh
yeah.
and then yeah, that's unfortunate. She had to like really put it off because it's just like, I don't got time for this shit.
Yeah, no, no, no.
We got other things to handle. We got more pressing matters. Like it's just and maybe this is just on the outside looking in, but it's just like it felt like the marriage was kind of like put in the background because of all the other shit that was happening.
And that's the thing, man. Like it was weird. I gotta have a proper conversation with them about this one day, just out of curiosity, you know.
Hmm.
Because my parents went to like couples counseling. I made a couple of good friends. It was like 5, 6 couples, and they met up every month with one couple that were like therapists, both of them,
Hmm.
and they did all this like couples work and retreats and shit. And they take us with them, so all the kids would like play in the backyard, or like one of the families had like a trampoline, so that was cool. Um, so yeah, they would do all this conversation and shit, but my dad just never took it seriously. He was there for friendship, I'm guessing, and it kind of ties to like last week's topic of manly loneliness.
Mm.
Uh, the only people that I saw my dad hang out with that weren't my uncles in a bottle, fucking was these people, these men.
Hmm.
And when they were together, they would like have a nice relationship, but they never really reached out to each other and hung out outside of the couples therapy.
Gotcha.
Whilst the moms, dude, like they would like meet up every week. They go to for coffee, for breakfast, all these different things. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So the moment that like at some point like it kind of breaks off, and the moms all stayed in touch, and the dads just never talked to each other ever again.
That's
Uh,
I think that was a missed opportunity for your dad, especially
for all these dads, man,
for all
like
the dads.
they, because they all ended up divorced right now. All the moms,
Oh
except for my
no.
mom, are divorced.
Oh shit.
All the other moms are divorced, and all these other dads are lonely as fuck.
Thinking
And my mom is the only one that's still with my dad.
crazy work.
Dude, it's this generation has to like fucking heal, man. This shit is insane.
Hmm.
I don't want this as a future for anyone.
No, 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 no. And it sucks because we didn't really grow up with like the best examples on like what a healthy relationship is.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
my mom had boyfriends, throughout my childhood, but like I've never really seen like what that looks like. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the best examples. All I really have to go off of are, shit that I see in the movies and just people within my friend group and like how they operate in their relationship, you know? Like there are definitely like some generational curses that is pretty much up to us to break
yeah.
and we just have to do the best with what we got. So You know,
Legit
yeah,
though.
yeah.
Hopefully, like, uh, being more open with our feelings and shit like that in this generation, we can take a couple of leaps for the next ones. Cause,
Hmm.
geez, yeah, man, I'm like, my dad was saying like, oh, you guys are the like glass generation or some shit. Like we can't handle our shit. I'm like, man, man, you are not the best person to say this. Calm your ass down.
Hmm. Yep.
Hell
Yep.
yeah, that's all we
Hell
can
yeah.
do. That's all
That's
we can
all we
do.
can
Try.
do. All we can do is try, Jessica. That's all we can do.
Hmm.
Try and break those curses, because it's definitely gonna affect the next generation for sure. You know?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kids are like the more I interact with children, with my friend groups and stuff, and my sister,
Yeah.
I notice that they're like parrots, man. Like they
Ex-
see they do. It is insane.
uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I gotta keep that in mind. Like, okay, they're not listening to what I'm saying so much as what I'm doing.
Exactly. That right there. That part. That
So
part.
yeah, dude.
Cause sometimes,
Oh,
cause we all know children, they don't listen to shit. It goes
nah,
in
man.
through one ear and out the other, but they will see how you move. They will watch you.
Hmm.
They will watch that shit for days, bro.
Dude, I remember if I told you the story about Luna, man. Like,
uh,
Tony and Yael had a conversation, and they were like, "We don't want to teach her twerking at an early age.
well, of course
We don't
not.
like that."
Yeah, like
Blah blah blah.
she can learn that on her own in
Yeah.
her fucking adolescence with her homegirls. That's just where she can learn twerking.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. 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 But so they made a point, right? They made a point to never twerk in front of her. Tony had a habit of doing it. So
ah,
like they made a decision,
I
and
mean, let's
somehow
truth be told, that man should not be twerking with that bubble butt of his. Sorry, no.
dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Hey man, he's a fucking catcher. That man is in a squat position for
For
hours.
hours,
This
yeah,
is
I get it. I get
ridiculous.
why. I get why. Yeah.
but but somehow she learns. She still starts twerking out of nowhere, and no one can
Ah,
figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, what video did she see? She's on YouTube Kids. That shit sometimes has like some shit. We're like trying to figure out what's going on. It's Sarah. When they came over and visit, Sarah would twerk randomly, and Luna picked it up.
wait. You're Sarah?
My Sarah.
Oh.
And Luna just picked it up, man. It's insane. She didn't see it that many times.
Parents have to be surprised when child busts out pop lock in the trunk. No, it's
Where,
facts.
man? She sent me a video, and I'm like, what is this child doing? Oh,
Damn it,
I
Sarah.
know.
Oh shit.
I've heard someone told me this. I gotta check it out if it's true or not. If it's more like a feeling,
Hmm.
but like apparently it's a very common fear amongst like parents of young children before they go into kindergarten to send them to kindergarten because any mannerism that they have at that point in life before there's amongst other children is you, man. It's a reflection of your parenting style.
Hmm.
So that those little kids, everything they're doing, all their little mannerisms is just everything they've picked up from the first people that they've seen and interacted with, which is their parents. And it is a absolute like they're judging you. Those kindergarten teachers are judging you
Yes, they
hard.
are. Judge the shit out of you. Just like I'm pretty sure, because the thing is, right? Because like even as a trainer, like I was just like, man, who raised these motherfuckers? I swear to God. Who raised these motherfuckers coming in here like that? What the fuck?
Oh man.
So you know,
Uh,
from a kindergarten teacher standpoint, yeah, I get that 100%. Like, po baby, because I'm pretty sure
mm.
every teacher contemplates every day calling CPS.
God damn, dude. Ooh.
Man,
Mm.
like, should I do it? Should I do it?
Today's
Nah,
the
I'm leaving.
day.
Today's the day. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it.
uh,
Luckily, all my kids' teachers praise
man.
my kid for being helpful, respectful, all the above. Well, see, kudos, shout out to you, Jessica, for
Hell yeah.
raising a good young man. There you go. There you go. You earned that.
Oh man, Mexico doesn't have CPS, man. But all I had was like, um, my brother being older, right?
Yeah.
Every single classroom I went to is a classroom that he's been in before, and
Oh
you can see
shit.
it in fucking
So
roll
they
call, right? Like,
so they look at the last name like, oh,
Nader.
Nader, huh?
Oh, I'm like, ah! I swear,
So
I
Arturo's your
swear.
brother, huh?
Ah, I won't get in fights. I'm I'm a decent child. Mm, quiet.
Yeah.
Don't really bother anybody, man. Just I won't do my homework. That would be a problem, but at
Dude,
least I'll stay out of your hair.
right. So you struggle with homework too then? Because I fucking
Oh,
hated homework, bro. I fucking
fucking!
hated that shit.
I only did the homework that I liked. So like biology,
Yeah,
geography.
I like for whatever reason, like math homework wasn't ever an issue with me. It was just the home reading thing. Like that was stupid. And
Oh,
I
for
and then and I don't know if I told you, but like I got accused of not even accused, but like my fourth grade teacher just thought that I was slow. And so
damn.
she would break up the class into different reading groups and shit. So all the smart kids read with all the smart kids, and just pretty much she did a temperature check. So she had me with the two slow, dumb kids that couldn't read for shit that read hella slow.
Oh shit!
And then like I would read, and then she asked me if I wanted to go to a different group. And I'm all like, no, I'm already here.
Just stay here.
I might as well just stay here. But it was fucked up
Damn,
though.
man.
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
She just assumed that I was slow and couldn't read and shit. And just yeah, I can read, I can comprehend the words that are on the page. I just don't like doing it. Yeah, she thought I was slow, and
Yeah,
then like
yeah,
I was
she
out.
did.
Yeah, yeah, and I outpaced the slow kids. Yeah, I yes, bitch, I can read. I can read.
You were the Forrest Gump of the slow kids,
That was
man.
the Forrest Gump of the slow kids. It's like
uh,
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was like he was slow. What was it? Well, he was slow adjacent, but he wasn't.
yeah, man. And motherfucker was rich, man.
He was really
Oh,
smart. He was really smart. Like that whole because like I didn't realize like the importance of that whole like shrimp scene until you guys mentioned like how long basic training was, and I'm just like,
oh my
oh,
god.
so he learned everything about the shrimping business during basic training and this made this multi-million-dollar business out of that. Out of what Bubba told him about all the things you
He
can do to shrimp. Crazy.
he soaked up each and
Every
every single thing that Bubba said. Man, months he listened
months.
to this man talk about shrimp, and he soaked it in completely because there's nothing else to do but work out, get yelled at, and fucking shine your shoes.
And you want to know
So,
the most coldest line throughout the whole part of that? It was towards the end. And then when Forrest said, "Is that it?" Bubba's like, "Yeah, I think that's about it." All right. So clear indication that Forrest was really listening to what he had to say.
dude. But he was good with his family though. Like that's the other thing. Like I'm like
Yeah.
he soaked in everything, but also gave a buttload of money to Bubba's family. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And
In
that
my
was the
opinion,
cool
I don't know. Like,
that was the cool thing about Forrest. He did right by that man's family for putting him on. That's what you're
Oh
supposed to
man.
do. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else would have did that shit. Forrest did though.
Dude. You think it would have been a different company if Bubba would have made it through the war? They would have started the boating, the shrimping business together.
Of course. That was his boy. Of course he would have won the business with his boy. Of course he would have.
And the kid. Oh shit! No wait. Fuck.
What?
Well, I'm trying to think. Right? Like, did he? Would he still have had Lieutenant Dan in his crew if Bubba would have made it?
Well,
I'm
I
trying to remember
mean,
if the scenes are related.
no, they're not. Those are completely isolated incidents.
It was the same war, the same battle, but like
Yeah, same war,
Lieutenant
same
Dan would have
battle.
end.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan would
He
have lost
saved them
his
still in the
legs.
same.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. He would have lost his legs for sure. Same
Just
war.
Bubba would have made it.
Just Bubba would have made it. That would have been the only difference. Lieutenant Dan still would have lost his legs and then eventually got out of his funk and got those prosthetics.
Dude.
Mm-hmm. Those events were
Bionic legs.
bionic legs.
Dude, I fucking love that movie.
It's pretty good. Pretty good allegory on just sometimes.
Yeah.
No. What I did not appreciate was Jenny. I thought Jenny was the most trash character throughout the movie.
Man, that
I think Jenny was trash. Because like you had this man that one did not put any pressure on you whatsoever. All he wanted to do was love you and be there for you, and you just kept fucking around, got AIDS, and then came back with this baby, and then named him Forrest, and then you die right after that.
Yep.
Jenny was terrible. She was terrible. Jenny was terrible. I fucking just like, Jenny.
Like fuck, man. Nah. Like, how much can you blame on like trauma, and how much can you say like, nah, Jenny was just shit? Like, fuck.
Yeah, she can't act in other moves without me still.
Oh damn! Hey man.
Well, she's a good actress,
yeah, exactly.
I guess.
that is the mark of a good actress. They did the role real good.
Yeah, because when she was in House of Cards, I'm just like, suspicious already. And you know
I remember Forrest.
I remember what you did to Forrest. What you gonna do to Frank? Huh? What are you gonna do to Frank Underwood, huh? On some nefarious shit. But yeah,
dude. There's a couple actors that I have a feeling that too, like Dolores Umbridge from fucking Harry Potter. That woman, like my pressure, my fucking blood pressure, man. I'm like, oof.
Wait, which woman?
Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. I forget which one.
Was that the one with the pink dress, bitch?
Yeah, that lady. Ooh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Hate her. I hate her with a fiery hot passion too.
Oh my god. Yeah,
bruh.
I've had teachers like that in school. I've had principals like that. I'm like,
yeah, that was triggering for a lot of us. Like, ooh, wait.
Oh, yep. For Matilda, dude. That lady.
Dude, ooh. Matilda? Damn, you going down memory lane. You bringing back the bangers. Ooh, just man. Like Miss Trenchbull for Matilda. Oh! Yeah. She put her in the chokey.
Dude.
Fucking just locked him up in a fucking like chiller room or wherever the fuck it was with nails and shit on the door so you wouldn't get out. Like, that's fucked up.
Yes. Yeah, dude. There's some people that like end up in the wrong jobs for some reason, and I'm like, you should not be doing this.
Man. No. I have childhood PTSD from that, bruh. I think that movie gave a lot of kids PTSD because it was just like, ooh, shit. Especially if you had shitty teachers. Uh,
Yeah, no, like that. You mean two handles? Nah, I'm good. I'm never gonna wear pigtails in my life.
nah, dude,
No,
and you know what? And see, as movies, I wouldn't say that's the solely reason why I hated school, but like movies like Matilda just kind of just like added to it. She said, "Fuck your pigtails, stop facts."
oh, dude, fucking one that
She was,
traumatized me was uh um Gremlins. Is it the ones that they can't get wet or some shit? That
yeah.
storm.
Can't get wet,
That
and then or don't feed them after midnight.
yeah, that
It's the
toilet
one.
scene
Yeah.
where
It's when you.
where
Oh,
the man gets his ass eaten through the fucking toilet. Traumatized me, man.
oh
I like
god.
look in that fucking toilet before I sit down every single time, and I still kind of do to this
Yeah,
day.
nah.
That
I
makes
I
sense.
would say I would say Gremlins 1 was a lot more scarier than Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2 was just like ha funny, whatever, right? Nah, Gremlins
Yeah,
1 was fucking terrifying.
dude. Yeah, I was not ready for that movie as a kid. I was just
Man,
not ready.
shit was wild.
Damn.
Man,
Oh
so
man.
you watched the halftime show?
I did. I did watch the halftime show, man. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm not really into football.
Hmm.
Um, I
Neither am
had to
I, but I
explain.
but I definitely watched that halftime show though.
Yeah, dude. I heard a lot of hype about it, and I'm like, okay, knowing about this now and everything, I'm like, but is he gonna do it? So I just wanted to check it out, and
Hmm.
then he did, and
He did
then
it.
and then he did.
Cedric. Nah, that was yeah, so there's a lot to unpack there because I know you told me you had questions about it. So let's start with that.
uh, the significance
The
words.
significance words. I
Dang.
get you. It's all right.
um, of uh, Serena Williams being there.
Oh, you didn't know about that. Why she was
Mm-mm.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what she said was because since she walked at when she won the gold medal and like people liked it. But really what it was is that there was a thing with her and Drake. So her and Drake had a thing for a little bit and they broke up. So she was sea walking to Not Like Us, basically just, kind of like taking a jab at her ex. And then like the
Oof.
aftermath of it, like I swear to God, this is and I hate using this term, but Drake was such a fucking beta that he didn't talk about Kendrick at all. But he went on his alternate account and then like had posted pictures of him with Serena's like manager or some shit.
What?
Like, it was just like, all right, brother, you need to let this shit go, bro. Like, at this point, I don't know. It was weird, but yeah, he responded to Serena Williams, but not to the nigga that literally called you a pedophile in front of 60,000 people that over 100 million people probably heard.
Like,
Well, I will say, Ray, is that it was enough for Drake to respond. So it's still pretty
like that.
relevant to him.
So he looked at this entire ass performance and grabbed the least offensive thing that he can think about in the entire thing and just responded to that shit.
Yep. Serena Williams dancing to Not Like Us. That was the one that was like, let me tweet about this.
Damn, man. Because he
Yeah,
can't defend himself on everything else.
bruh, it's pretty bad. It's
It
just
is.
like it's pretty bad. But
Man needs to sit down.
yeah, that was that. So that was the whole Serena Williams situation. Did you ever catch on to the Uncle Sam and Sam Jackson type of
Oh,
connection
that's
there.
fantastic, man. But
Yeah.
okay, so tell me if I'm reading into it too hard.
Okay.
Was Samuel L. Jackson picked because of his role in Django Unchained as well?
Not.
Like, is that an extra or
I would say that's a very meta take on it, just because
okay?
of that. But it was more so of the, you know, Samuel Jackson, like Uncle Sam take. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that would definitely play a part in that too, because of his character in Django. Because the reason why that's significant is that, I don't know if you caught on, it was the things that he was saying throughout the performance. It was more like, you have to be a certain way.
Yeah,
Like,
correction. Like,
yeah, yeah. So he was supposed to be
and
like that on his like respectability, politics, like talented to Negro type shit. Like
and
that's what
the
he was.
reason the reason why I kind of read it as that is because of like it seemed to me the people that would get grabbed and put into the house service had to
Mhm.
meet a certain standard of character or behavior, and I thought maybe that was why, but I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. Again, like
You
I'm
said
high, guys.
you said house Negro in the most polite way possible.
I'm
Applause for you.
sorry.
Applause for you. Nah, but so like the whole point of like of the house Negro, really, it was that a lot of that was because of the slave masters like offsprings. Like they were mostly the house Negroes, or even sometimes it
Oh,
would be the slaves that would suck up a lot to massa.
ooh,
So yeah,
okay,
so the more you suck up to master, of course you would get a little bit more privileges than other slaves. So there is also that too.
okay, shit.
So yeah, so it's one of two things. Like, okay, like this is master's daughter, son, whoever. So you stay in the house. And
Fuck.
or sometimes even the regular like slaves, honestly, they were literally like the master would just fuck on the females. So that's why some of them stay in the house. Like if master had an eye for you, you were in the house quite often
Uh,
until the wife caught privy to it and started treating her like, nah, get the negress out of here, put her
dang.
in the shack with all the others.
Woo.
But then that same mistress would have her Mendigo party. So hey, everyone was getting busy.
Damn, man.
Catch 22, I guess. Product of slavery.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
So yeah, so
Okay,
that
okay.
was so that was Sam Jackson's role, in the performance. Because really, the if you really think about the performance as a whole, it was really so much like a protest.
Mm-hmm.
But he had to shuck and jive for like white sensibilities. But there's that one scene where the dancers had formed around him in the form of an American flag. Did you
Yeah,
notice that?
yeah, yeah.
And they all showed their backs.
I did not catch that part.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, they showed their backs. Kendrick is in the middle as the only star. But the reason for that is it was just to remind America that this country was built off the backs of slaves. Yep, yep,
Dang.
yep. He had the Palestine flag. Yep, sure, the fuck did. Yeah, yeah, yep. Most people got whatever licks that they could get in through that performance. They got them in for sure.
Damn, dude.
Yep, there was the Free Palestine flag that was being represented there. So yeah, so this performance and got blocked from the Super Bowl or something. Yeah, yep,
Oh
yep.
damn.
I don't even think you have to try pretty hard to find that clip, but it's somewhere on the internet right now. But yeah, that happened too. Yeah, the
Damn.
performance was a whole pretty much a protest to America, and old Orange Head was there too, and he literally like had walked out like after the halftime performance.
Dude,
So,
it I guess my other question as well is so I've heard a lot of people like complain about it.
mhm,
We were joking about it before we started the show with the video you showed me.
mhm,
Um, And yeah, I'm like, I'm hearing a lot of people at work like, oh well, uh, who wants to hear that? I don't even know who he is. All these different things, right? Uh,
People that don't know the culture, but hey, it's to be expected.
eh. But like in my in the little bit I know about football, like I know that, for example, like Snoop Dogg has supports like kids through fucking sports. I know
Yeah.
like there's a lot of black athletes that like give back to community in that aspect, and there's like a lot of people that strive to become athletes to get out of fucking hard situations and shit.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of black people in football, it seems. So why wouldn't they expect the music to come with? Like I it kind of really fucking confused me. I'm like, wait, what? Like, and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sorry for my ignorance and shit.
No, no,
Like,
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
just over
no.
here as an observer. I'm like, I don't follow any of this.
Yeah, no, no, that's hella valid. That's hella valid. But just it's because the thing is that Kendrick Lamar was at the Super Bowl like years prior. So to say that they didn't know who Kendrick Lamar was, that's already bullshit. They just really what it was is that like they didn't really like the performance overall because one, they've never seen Kendrick Lamar ever perform live before because that's the kind of stuff that he likes to do. He likes to really put on a show, but like there's more like he likes to be like really artistic with like some of the stuff that he likes to do. Like aside from like
Okay.
the pop out show was just him just having artists just get on and just perform their shit. Like there's other live shows that he's done where it was more like a very visual thing of like shit that he was trying to convey. So there was that. But yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, like when it comes to any just sport organization in general, yeah, like black people make up the majority of that. And you know, and like I hate to say this, but like that's also kind of like the if of a lack of a better term, I guess you could say it's more like the ghost of slavery kind of like lingering around because
Okay. Okay.
yeah, and a lot of that was they used to fucking it's gonna sound fucked up, but they used to breed us like fucking like animals. Like they would get the really strong slave and have them breed with like a whole bunch of different women and just yeah,
Mhm.
and just make super strong slaves out of that. So yeah, there was a lot of inbreeding from chattel slavery. Like the term literally, like the term motherfucker was birthed from that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
Oh
birthed from that.
shit.
So
Ugh.
yeah, so like the tradition really never like went away. It just got moved elsewhere, you know, like those all those genetics and just like there's a lot of like exploitation, especially of just, you know, black men and just young black men in general trying to get the scholarship. And you know, what sucks is that not every single one of them is gonna make it. So, you know, like anybody that's aspiring to be like a super top athlete, you got to have a backup plan because you get injured and that's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
Dude.
So,
And the way it clicked for me was like, um, in Mexico you have more than anything you have colorism.
mhm,
So in families you're looking whether people admit it or not, or they want to talk about it or not, it
mm,
happens. Uh, People are thankful if you come out a little lighter than other kids,
shit.
uh, because there's an association with people that perform services like cleaning and all that kind of stuff, and being darker,
Mhm.
and they call them godines, but they're people like office workers, and they're like, normally like the white chickens,
Mhm.
the really
Fair
uh
skin.
yeah, yeah. So that that kind of clicked, I guess, in that way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it.
And yeah, it's basically
Okay.
field niggas, house niggas.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you definitely have an understanding there. But let me giving a round of applause to the dark skinned mommies out there. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Just know you are
Dude.
loved.
Mm-hmm.
Your dark skin is beautiful. Embrace it.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Like without technology, light skin would not fare well in the majority of the planet, man. Like
Right.
it's you
No,
can't tan,
you
stay in your
can't.
snow.
Shit.
Oh man.
You better stay your fair skinned ass in the house. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. Cause I swear to God.
Yeah,
Cause
man.
all these deportations is just like who's gonna work these fields? All these white people
Mm,
complaining about they taking our jobs. You gonna pick them strawberries, nigga? I didn't think
I'm
so.
sorry.
You ain't got the
I'm
complexion for
sorry.
it.
They have not developed SPF 1000.
SPF
Uh,
1000.
it's still not a thing, dude.
Oh
Oh
shit.
man.
That's crazy. That's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. To use a legitimate biological fucking. Our DNA was like, yeah, you know what would be an amazing feature since you live in really fucking hot place? You can
Hmm.
tan. You can tan, and that helps you, aids you in being able to do this. Yep. And now we judge each other because of that. Stupid.
Right.
It's fucking
Stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Drives me
Stupid.
insane.
Yeah. It's wild work. It's wild work. But yeah, so there's that. There was the whole just that whole protest aspect of the performance and just I don't know. But this was kind of like remember that video that I showed you? Because I think he talked about it in there. Or was it another video that I watched? But remember that video I told you about like the black nerd, the current black nerd aesthetic, and how I pretty much am meeting the
Yeah.
fucking requirements
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Just like, God damn, this was not intentional. I swear to God, this was not intentional. But I think somewhere in the video that he mentioned, or it might be confusing for somebody else, but he mentioned that how he recently had played Madden, and usually like every Madden game has a hip hop track in it.
Mm.
But the current one, there's barely anything in there. It's like a bunch of country songs in that one.
What?
Yeah. Right, being called Morena or everything.
Yeah.
But my skin looks better
Legit.
in the sun than their white skin. Exactly.
Yep. And I don't know if it
Eggs.
comes as a survival tactic or like or what, because I don't think I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong,
Hmm.
but in Mexico there was an entire like system developed for children and who your parents were. So like
Wow.
if you were like a Spaniard from Spain and a Spaniard that was born in Mexico, your kids were called one thing. And if you were a Spaniard from Spain that married a Mexican woman, but an indigenous woman, your kids were called another thing. And then if you were like a kid that was born like a Spaniard from Mexico that was born like that's married to a black person, then your kids are called another thing, like mulatos. Like, dude, it is an entire class we take in school to learn
Damn.
about these things, the caste system, and the one lesson you take from it is the whiter you are, the better the jobs look. Um,
So,
So I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism that just like stayed ingrained culturally, but yeah, we tend to celebrate lighter skin
well,
and
if
name
any,
call darker.
yeah, if anything, is just a byproduct of colonialism,
Oh
because
man.
the same thing happens out here too. Like if you have a really black sounding name, like let's say like you
Mm.
fill out an application, black sounding name, but your credentials are on point, right? But they're most likely going to interview someone with the white sounding name despite the credentials.
Oh, I think I saw something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Shit, dude.
it doesn't matter. Like you could have no record, you could be a fucking have your whole fucking like master's degree and all that shit, have all this administration experience and shit, right? But then once the job interview, when it's time to get interviewed and shit, and your name is LaCretia, well,
Oof.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Fuck.
interview Bartholomew for the same position, even though
Damn.
Bartholomew doesn't have the degree, probably has a record, you know what I mean? Doesn't have the administration experience, but he's gonna get that job interview before Lucretia, who would meet who is what you're looking for.
Trash.
Fucking trash. Oh
Fucking
yeah, yep.
trash.
That's what yep, ghetto names, yep. And she a lawyer, and it took forever to find a company. Man, I'm telling you.
Legit? Wow. Damn, man.
Shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. And I'm pretty sure Tay Quenisha Pretty Quenisha definitely went through everything, did her fucking law school, get all that. Tay Aqua
Eh.
Tay Aquanisha. I'm sorry. This is I mean, I have a name too, but you know what? My name is so racially ambiguous, you won't know I'm black until the interview. So but I'm ethnic when you read my name. Bijan Monk. Well, I don't know.
Mm, mm.
Definitely not white. You see me, it's like, oh, that's Bijan. Yep, that's me. This big old black
Oh,
man
man.
with dreads.
Yeah, no, man. Mine people just struggle to pronounce mine, so I'm like just like I respond to anything basically.
America, you're good enough. All right, let's go.
Oh, oh, oh my God! Has that given me job opportunities in the States?
You cracked the
'Cause
code. Your parents cracked the code on that one.
we're gonna send her to the U.S. and call her America.
America.
Oh my God!
Oh
Oh,
shit.
now I'm
Nah,
tripping a little bit. Has
man.
it? What has it?
Are you don't tell
Go.
me you're having a crisis right now. This is not the time.
Oh shit. Well, I didn't really have nicknames with my name. In
Yeah.
Spanish, it doesn't really do anything, Medicia.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to rhyme with it, but when it came to the States, I started getting a bunch of nicknames.
hmm And it also doesn't help that
Over here, it rhymes
your
better.
last name sounds white as fuck too on top of that. So
Oh yeah, everyone thought I was associated to Ralph Nader, and I'm like, who the fuck is that?
I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, man. But it's Lebanese. My last name is Lebanese.
No, America is ignorant as fuck. So you know
that
that
yeah,
works in your favor
that
because
is true.
they find out Lebanese. I don't know about that one.
Well, because the way you're supposed to actually say it is Nadir.
Mm.
Someone in the documents was like Nader. Yeah, that works. But that happened to my great grandfather too. His first name when he moved to Mexico was Felir, but the lady at the office was like, I can't write that. Felix, your name is Felix.
Felix Nader. So no, it's like that's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Hey, I wonder how many names got changed like that, man, through the big migrations like that.
Oh, dude, nah. So, you want to know something crazy? This is just kind of like to add on top of that, right? So, my homeboy, his dad's native,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what's fucked up was anytime he filled out like any kind of like application, he put white Caucasian on his shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, because fucking natives still get what's as few of them there are around, they get dogged till this day. Like, how you gonna dog out motherfuckers that literally have been here longer than anybody else?
Yep. It stumped at me too. Like when I was applying for college, and
Mhm.
it was like I was looking for Mexican. I'm like, where is it? And they're like, oh, you put like white, and I'm like, lady, I'm not white. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But they were just lumping us in.
Mhm.
I'm like, and apparently some people were like grateful because it did them favors. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's uh, that's messed up as fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
Just
nah, man.
it's just one of those things where like if you're white adjacent enough, you those opportunities are gonna come.
And then people get butthurt because people protest. I don't understand.
Right,
You
right.
can't have it both ways, Karen.
You can't.
I
And then you
You
wonder
can't
why
discriminate and then be fucking pissed off at people that are pissed off.
and
It
then
doesn't
wonder
make any
why we
sense.
had DEI in place in the first place. But that's I remember we talked about this already though, because regardless
Mm,
of what DEI was supposed to be for, it was still white women benefiting the most anyway. But hey, well, we'll save that for another time. But
mm.
because we gotta get into like what the fuck is up with fucking Democrats and shit throwing progressives under the bus.
It
I don't
it
get
kind of
it.
rolls into it, man. In
Yeah.
my opinion, because something that these progressives have in common
Hmm. Oh,
is
yeah.
melanin. Something that a lot of these progressives have in common, man, is a touch of melanin.
Hmm.
Cause goddamn,
Yeah.
it
The whole squad, the Ilhan
yeah.
Omars and the Cory Bushes of the world and Nina Turners and AOCs, all women of color, always
Mhm.
showing up to keep their seats when it's time for their election, and they're progressive as fuck. So hey, maybe there's a message there, Democrats, of and we're not even talking like full socialism. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about basic shit. If you can get basic shit in there, there is no reason why you will not win any future elections
Yeah, dude,
from
like
from the local and on the federal level.
these people that got played by the right and Donald Trump and shit that now are like feeling the fucking consequences of their elections and shit. They never took the time to really look at the entire process, man. Like motherfucker, work management
Hmm.
for a couple of months, and then tell me that this doesn't work. Like
Hmm.
um, with the USADA right now,
Yeah. To be
the
honest, I
fact
would
that
take
a
advantage
bunch
of my white privilege if I had it. Man,
I've seen my wife do it. It's fantastic.
bro, bro, bars right there, bars. Applause to you, fucking bars right there.
We
Remember
just
that
send
meme?
her as a representative, man.
Nah, for reals, like that's facts though. Because every time I
uh,
come out here, I'm like, should I talk to? Nah, Sarah got this. Let me shut the fuck up.
she'll get it. It's fine. Let her
She'll
use it.
get it. Yeah, let her use it. She got that. She got that for us.
Oh man,
No,
but
there was this. Oh, I'm trying
friggin'
to find. Did I show it to
it.
you? What did it say? Where is it at? Because it had something to do with white privilege and like why people just don't get it. But it was something along the lines of ah, I'm trying. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
Okay, good. Nah, man. It it's really funny to see. Like she'll do things that I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get deported if I do that.
Stop and get deported. That's crazy.
Hey, man, they're deporting veterans and shit. Ah,
Nah, that's crazy work.
yeah.
Oh, here it was. Hey, look, I get it. It's difficult to admit white privilege is real when you've amounted to very little despite it.
Ooh,
hmm
ooh! Give yourself a clap, man.
hmm
Holy
round of
shit!
applause for that.
Oh man.
Right? Because there's this comedian by the name of Paul Mooney. Um, he passed away some years ago, but he used to write for Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. Like he wrote for like some of the top comedians in his day. But there was this bit that he did, and he says like every time I see a poor white person out, like a homeless white person, I always look at them and go, "That is a waste of white skin."
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. And that's like the biggest misconception about like when you tell like a poor white person about like white privilege, because it's mainly them that think like they're y'all just like everybody else, and just like to a certain degree, right? Like
Mhm.
it's one of those things where you forget, like, even though you're poor, you're still the default in society. Like no one's gonna bat an eye to you, if you're just out and about minding your business. You're not gonna get harassed. You know, you know what I mean? Like people will generally leave you alone. But the moment they see something that's out of the norm, if they see a person that looks like me or even you, like I don't know if you saw this video of like this dude that was pulling up in his own driveway, and this white lady was harassing the shit out of him, saying, "Oh, you don't live here," and this, that, and the third. And what was fucked up is like she was pretending like dude was chasing her and shit, and
Oh
he was like, "What
damn.
the fuck is going on?" And then the dude's wife comes out, and she goes, "Yeah, that's my husband. He lives here." Well, I didn't believe that he lived here, and I just wanted to make sure. Like, why are you going? Why are you doing this?
But
There's so
why?
many.
Who?
This is, it just seems like there's so many like isolated incidents of just like fucking like white people believing that black people can't live in a nice house or have a nice car, or just like have nice things. Like it's kind of fucked up.
It it's in I feel like part of the like I remember this quote from Will Smith. Sorry, ADHD moment. It went like fucking
Oh,
multiple places.
oh, you good?
Holy shit.
I have it too.
Um, so I remember this thing that Will Smith said one time that was like all this racism was always there, just people have cameras now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like the double-edged sword of it is that now this lady really wanted to like be it good or bad publicity, she doesn't care. She just wants the publicity of being a racist bitch. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah,
Nah,
man.
I mean, uh,
You
it's it's
know me. I don't use that word lightly, or much. Uh,
yeah, I feel it. But nah, it's it's funny because it's a money maker now. You can literally
yeah.
make money being passively aggressive racist.
Mhm. But like, it's documented racism, which is a good thing. It's like, hey, look, it's still there,
Mm-hmm.
and like in Mexico, it's helped document a corruption. So like it brings a lot of good things, but then because everyone has access to it, fucking people will use it for bad shit too.
Yeah,
It's but how do you correct it is the fuck, man.
yeah, bro. I saw that video.
So
Lady
above
was
my head,
racist.
man.
Yeah, she was hella racist. hella racist.
dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, so back to, the messaging being missed with like progressivism is just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it just feels like every election is, put it like this. The squad, they still have their seats. Meanwhile, there's been so many seats being changed and seats being lost throughout the House and the Senate, but meanwhile, the progressives seemingly pretty much stay to they hold on to that. Like, and when you run on a really progressive message, and like I said, I'm not talking about full on socialism. I'm not asking for that. Just basic shit, universal health care, better wages, shit like that. Affordable housing. That's something that's a message that relates to everybody. But the problem is that those policies are so minority coded because it affects us the most disproportionately. But because it's coded in that sense, that where you have poor white people thinking, oh, they're getting more than me. Like, no, stupid, you benefit too.
Uh,
God.
it is so frustrating.
This applies to you too. You would be on the come up as well. Do you not get it?
They don't. They don't.
Like, I
Because
don't.
I feel like part of the disconnect is we that phrase, right? Human nature.
Hmm.
People use that to exempt us from responsibility of societal action and societal like interaction, like healthy shit.
Hmm.
Um, so these people truly don't believe that society can be better. They think that human nature is violence and undercutting and all these different things. But they would totally do the same shit that people are doing to us now if they were in the same position because they see that as power. They see
Hmm.
that as being in control. And I don't know if it's because their parents didn't hug them enough or like what the fuck happened when they were kids or
Right.
Freud would have some opinion about their farts. I don't know, man. But like it just their incapability of understanding that it's not nature, on that is nurture. Fuck
Hmm.
you. I don't know. I'm still in the wall as to how to explain it to people because I try to talk to people like that at work and shit. Try to like make them understand that like it's not all black and white like that.
Yeah.
I still
Like,
have some patience for it. I'll
yeah.
keep trying.
At this point, I don't. You're better than me. My When it comes to shit like that, like you lose me on that.
I don't know if better or just too stubborn. I'm still trying to decipher which one drives me
Yeah.
furthest. Mm.
Which one's the former? Which one's the latter? It's like,
Why am
am
I
I
doing
trying?
this? I don't know.
Am I trying to get you to think because I'm just stubborn, or I'm trying to get you to think because I'm mad patient? I don't know. No,
Probably like
knowing you, I feel like you're just fucking stubborn like that.
yeah.
Honestly, truth be told.
All good, man. All good. I'll take it.
I think that's just, that stubbornness just like just won't go away because I don't
Yeah, like why
because I'm
won't
at
it
a
fucking thank you?
at this point I'm just at a point for me personally it's just like it's there because I always say ignorance is a fucking choice.
It truly is. It
Ignorance
truly
is
is.
a choice.
My
So
dad calls
when yeah, what?
oh sorry, like I was gonna say my dad calls his cell phone El Tumbaburros.
The fuck?
Is the donkey knocker. So like when you're someone is a dumbass, it's a
Mm,
donkey, right? In Spanish, un burro.
mm-hmm.
So his cell phone is the donkey knocker because you don't have to be dumb. You can just find out the answer right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Access to information at your fingertips, and you stay ignorant. Why?
Mm-hmm. But we also do have so we do have an issue with like, yeah, ignorance is a choice, but sometimes you get certain information on the internet, it could be a catch-22 because sometimes it's not even the right information or just straight up false. And even when things are rooted in fact, all you need to say is, "Oh, that's bullshit." Here's some article that counterpoints that, despite the it just has to sound convincing enough that it's a counter to it.
That is true. So what is that? Media literacy, I
Yeah,
think it's called.
yeah, media literacy. Cause I was gonna get to my point. Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say earlier. Oh fuck. But so there was this dude, he runs a progressive channel. His name is Luke. So he goes on Tim Pool. You know who Tim Pool is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he goes on Tim Pool and they were talking about the whole like January 6th shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so Tim Pool just like explodes on Luke and shit about like why the jurors came to the conviction, and like they're talking about like the evidence of it and all that shit. And so
Yeah.
Tim Pool's all like, "What documents? You weren't there. You weren't there," and blah blah blah, and just went off on the dude. And then they went on Wikipedia and like found out, and that's another tricky thing about Wikipedia is like it's not bad. Wikipedia is good. It's a good like foundation, about like why the jurors came and reached that conviction.
Mm-hmm.
But then he tried to say, well, Wikipedia didn't cite the source, or he looked up some random article right after that. But really, all he really had to do was just look up the actual court documents, which is public information, and you would have just saw it there. So that goes into what you were talking about, like media literacy is just like, here's where you can find the information, but you just have to know where to look. Like all that has been well documented in the courts, and just all the evidence that were presented to the jurors, and like why they convicted those dudes the way that they did. And that's all
Dude,
Temple had to do, instead of just making it seem like it's just some grand conspiracy by left wingers trying to just lock people up for no reason. Like that's not what happened.
dude. And I've gotten in a gazillion fights on Facebook when I was on Facebook still,
Mm-hmm.
uh, with people that would try to show me articles from like Russia and shit, and like uh, propaganda basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a proof of their point. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna send you articles. I'm not gonna send you anything. I'm gonna send you the actual court document or the actual fucking file that
Mm-hmm.
the White House has
Right.
on file. That like they let us read it, right? So fucking read it.
Right.
But I I struggle with it. It takes me a bit to read through these things because it's basically like another job, man.
Mm-hmm.
I make a decision as a citizen to like read these things, but if I had to have two jobs or if I had kids, shit
Mm-hmm.
like that, I could not dedicate that much time to reading legalese, man. Because you just
Mm-hmm.
don't read it; you read it and decipher it.
Right.
Then like you have to pull out the fucking whiteboard and like make links and shit and like kind of like, okay, so wait, what is it saying? Because it's when like someone says like yes, yes, no, yes, yes, no. What is it? At the end, it's a no. Um, and that's what these documents do. Like they'll like cite themselves and do all these like fucking loops around them. Then like, can we pass a bill? Is there a way to make it so we make complicated as legalese illegal? Motherfuckers write these things like your populace reads because reading and comprehension is dying over here. Uh,
That's facts.
Man, when I took my placement test for college, coming from Mexico, take this reading and comprehension test, I scored a 70 something. And I'm like, oh shit, fuck, I'm not gonna get like a good grade or something. Other people are scoring like 50s. I'm
Oh,
like, you're from here. You're from here. This is your language. What the fuck? I can't spell for shit in either language, but I can at least read and comprehend what I'm reading.
round of applause for your reading comprehension skills.
Thank you. Shouldn't get one.
Oh shit,
It's
bro.
insane, man. So like, why are these documents so difficult to read?
It's
Make them simple.
I don't know. It honestly it's not that they just make things simple. It's just motherfuckers just ignorant, bro. Like the thing is, it's just like there's only so much meeting in the middle you can do with a motherfucker that's not even trying to move an inch.
That is very true. That is very true. Because the
Like
entire point is to destroy the government and how it functions. So like,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's it's just so much is like up in the air right now. And this is like because midterms are gonna come up very soon. Like I think we got midterms in like 2 years. I think is midterms like what 20
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
2026 26 or 27
7, I think. But don't
27
quote me.
okay. Well, either way, right? Reading is so fundamental. Yeah, for reals.
It really
So,
is, man.
it so is. But this is the time for Dems to really hit their messaging because if they think the messaging is, oh, we got to be more like Republicans, that's been that strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the one time that shit worked, and the last Democrat that it worked for was fucking Bill Clinton. That is the last time being Republican like worked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oof.
Only time it
Man.
worked. It's
If
not
you
gonna work.
were
It's not gonna work anymore. It's just not.
if you could have it your way, like
Mhm.
completely your way, this is your train. What you do?
Okay. As far as what, like
Messaging. Messaging.
messaging.
You're the fucking BP of messaging.
Okay.
The Democratic campaign.
All right. Say Drake. No, I was playing. No. No.
Sarah
Okay.
lost it with A minor, man.
Oh shit, dude.
I
A
was laughing my ass
minor.
off.
Nah. But on some real shit though, if I really wanted to get people to come
Uh,
like mobilize and shit,
mm,
then what I would do is, all right. So here's the messaging that I'm running on. So if you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you're experiencing any kind of medical debt, right? Or if you just want a livable wage or some kind of affordable housing, so here's what we're representing. We're going to put plans into place where we can get universal health care. We're going to push for livable wages because people forgot a long time ago, minimum wage meant the minimum wage you can pay somebody for someone to live off of one income to take care of a household of four. That was the original intent of minimum wage, not the minimum amount you can just pay someone in general. So that's what we're trying to go back to. Affordable housing. Housing is super expensive right now. I get it. Most literally, you have one check for bills and another check for your rent. So let's put a cap on that. Let's make sure that know landlords aren't just unnecessarily hiking rent. So that's the kind of message that I would try and present to those people because that's literally the majority of the country. Like everyone's living paycheck to paycheck. Not everybody out here making like 100K a year. Sorry, that's anyone's making like 100K and up. That's a very small minority of people that make bread like that. in this country.
But I
Like
guess
we
my question
literally we
is,
hose like all of like the rich people.
I guess my question is more like on the delivery.
Oh, on the
Because all,
delivery
all
of it.
that all that messaging is like it's everything progressive, man. It's like exactly what we want. I've been
Uh-huh.
to rallies, I've been to protests, I've been to meetings.
Oh, okay.
Uh, that shit is exactly what we want. But I've been to rallies, meetings. I've take time out of my day
Mm-hmm.
to go to these things, and
All
I'm
right.
hyped because I'm already a very political person.
Gotcha.
Uh, but like that's what I'm saying. How do you get the mom with 2 jobs or the dad with like 12-hour workday to not only hear the message but actually take the steps to resolve it? Like, what are the steps? That's I feel like where we have whew, hell of a challenge.
Yeah, I get you.
Cause
So I see. I okay. So I kind of like misunderstood. So it was more like,
okay, again,
how do you reach those people that don't have the time?
yeah,
I'm.
because Republicans reached through anger, man, and anger is one of our first feelings as humans.
I
It's one of the
got
first
you.
things you feel.
All right. So then, so then the best way then I would redirect that is, or at least try and like redirect that anger, right? So then, if I was, someone running for office, and then my Republican, opponent kind of like has that district in like in a grip block, right? So I
Yeah.
would say I would present something like this. So, this Republican that you just been voting for like the last 4 years and shit. So, here's a list of all these policies that he's reported. Has any of these things have helped you personally in your life? Are you still living paycheck to paycheck? Well, here's some policies that I've supported that I really want to get into place, and this will actually help you in the long run. Something like that. That's how I would message it. Because that's literally all Democrats have to do is show off their opponent's record on pretty much where they stand on issues that actually matter. But since they want to create like gay and trans people as like this fucking boogeyman and immigrants and all that shit, well then just present the facts on that. Like, let's just keep it a buck here. Like, people voted for Trump because food was expensive, and now food's even more expensive. You know how much I paid for fucking butter?
Dude.
I remember a couple weeks ago, butter was like $3.54 when it was on sale.
Yeah, it's whew, it's gonna be
That shit
insane.
is like almost $7, dude.
Nah.
And we're not even talking. And I go off brand too. I don't get name brand shit when I get my butter. I go
Yeah.
like fucking like if I'm at Walmart, it's Best Value, but since I shop at Smith, it's Kroger.
Yeah.
Kroger butter is like $6-7 right now. It never used to be that much.
Shit, man.
I'm trying to over here make my curry chicken and shit. And I'm just like, damn, probably can't do this no more. I have to make it without butter or some shit. But still, it's fucked up. And that's where like they need to. And this is honestly, now is the time for Democrats to really. That's why I'm buying Imperial. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me stop you right there, Ray. Imperial is not butter. That is
Ooh.
margarine. Okay, that is
Oh.
that is vegetable oil pretending to be butter.
Pew 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 pew. Man, where are the gunshots?
Imperial. Bruh.
Damn.
Nah. But that's why what it was crazy is that shit that price the price for Imperial never went up. That shit's still the same. That shit is still like $2.
Cooking with plants.
they're trying to get us to margarine.
Big margarine. Big margarine moves.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I've actually never had it, so I'm just talking shit because I can't.
Yeah.
But like, I've never actually had it.
Yeah. No, see, so like it's good for certain things, but like if you're going for a certain like taste for something, then yeah, like you really want to go with butter, on that. But
Lard, man. Let's go lard.
lard, oh no, man, that's rough on the arteries, man.
It's rough on everything.
Shit, you
Woo.
can't just cook everything in lard. That's crazy work.
Oh no,
Unless you
like
unless you're making
uh
cracklings, then that's something different.
super cheap bakeries in Mexico. You have the bakeries that use butter, and then the bakeries that use lard.
Mm,
You can get a lot of food, but yeah, it's not very good for you.
no, no. Like I said, unless making like old school cracklings, then that's something different. If wait, do you know what cracklings are? Oh,
Uh, I thought it was like crispy bits of bacon.
Kind, not quite. So it's chicharrones. It's
What?
it's the it's it's the
Oh,
it's
okay,
the it's the
okay.
American take on chicharrones.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but
I
like
didn't
what
know the
they'll
U.S. had a take.
yeah. So what they'll do, like the way you would cook it is you would get your pork belly, you would cut it up into cubes,
Where?
and then you let it cook slowly because you're gonna cook it in the lard that comes from the the pork belly.
Oh
So
shit!
you let it
Okay.
cook slowly and just, let the fat render down. And then it gets to a point where and then they call it crackling because that's the sound that it makes once it gets to that crispy point when it starts to blister. So that's why they call it
Okay.
cracklings.
It's popcorn.
Yeah. But there's a whole
Yeah.
process of it though. Like so what you'll eventually have to do is once the fat starts to render down and things start crackling a little bit, you take it out. You just clean out the lard and all that, get all the bits out. The meat of it, because you really want the chicharron, well, like the chicharrones part, like the skin part of it, right? So that's really what
Mhm.
you want. But the meat that comes out of that, you put that off to the side. You can put that in like gravies and shit. Like there's other stuff that you can do with that. Grits
Okay.
even. Yeah, yeah. So that has its purpose. Then once you clean all the grease out, you pretty much flash fry the skin and it starts to crackle. Boom. That's how you get crackles.
I'm down to try.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like old school like fucking like southern shit. So whenever if we ever decide to go take a trip to like Louisiana somewhere, I'm down to try some like old school crackle.
Absolutely down, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I guess
Yeah.
if I like the Katie Porter approach to this
Katie Porter.
because I'm such a fucking nerd, and
Oh.
I like this woman brings out a fucking whiteboard, right, and like just does the numbers, and then like the math doesn't math, motherfucker. Why do you
Oh.
make this much and your employees make these much? All these numbers don't add up. So
Oh,
I
I love Katie Porter.
dude, I like the visual representation of it, like the yeah, I'm dumb. Please dumb it down to me so I
Hmm.
understand what the fuck is going on
Yeah,
and how I'm getting fucked.
right.
Uh, so I guess
Cause she,
that's how I would approach it. Like, try to be like, hey, man, I know like Bernie or uh shit, uh, Reich? No,
who?
Robert. He was in another. He's an economist
Hmm.
that is like super progressive. Wrote a bunch of books about how uh how charities are really like messing up our taxes because churches and corporations get to just give at minimal percentage of the money that they would normally pay in taxes.
Robert Reich.
There you go, that guy.
Okay. I
That
just
guy.
typed in,
He.
I typed in Robert and economist.
Ah, there you go. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
That dude holds like a weekly class on
Hmm.
basic economics,
Yeah.
progressivism.
Oh, he's old as
Uh,
shit though.
he is old as shit. Um, like that's how I would approach it, but I think that is a problem with the Democratic Party that they go about it too technically.
Right. Instead of just like making it, he said that's where I draw my line. Imperial. Jesus.
It will be butter.
They will be butter. All right. Unless I'm making a grilled cheese, then fine. I will tolerate Imperial. All right. But no.
Damn.
But yeah, no, I get you. I get you because they definitely did miss the mark on messaging during the election because it's like, well, here's all the things we did do, and all Democrats had to do during this last election is saying, here's all the great shit we did do. However, I understand you're still suffering, so give us an opportunity to really try and get down to it and fix things, and
Yeah,
let's hold the Republican Party accountable because they're the ones holding us up at the end of the day.
yeah. I do like that some of them are like trying to be like, okay, okay, so this is a populist campaign. All
Mhm.
right, this thing, and they'll like propose something like ah, what was it? Mm, I forgot. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I know like Bernie was proposing something, and he's like, okay, well they're saying that they're for the people, so I'm proposing this bill for taxes, and see if they pass it, because that's what they're saying, that they'd be down with it,
Mhm.
and try to
Yeah.
hold them accountable to it. Because the only reason they got elected is because of their supposed support of the middle class.
Yeah. And which we all know is bullshit at the end of the
Oh
day.
yeah,
They just really want their votes. They don't, and that's another thing that I think is really just like fucked up with just how like people in red states vote. They don't vote on policy. They vote on on vibes,
hmm
or they vote on the person because they think it's like a football team or some shit. Like, well, they're Republican, so I'm just gonna vote for them because I'm Republican. They're Republican. And whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing?
yeah,
Whoa.
man. WWE politics, man. Like they're just it. It's a performance, and they're like, and we'll see each other in the next 4 years. Just calm down. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker. This isn't the World Cup. It's not every 4 years. And it's not the fucking Olympics. Shit happens in between the 4 years. Like,
Could see Hulk Hogan cutting like an anti-trans promo. What you gonna
oh my
do, brother,
god.
when the trans people are using the same bathroom as you?
Oh,
Oh shit, dude. It's crazy
I'm,
work.
it is the Puritan nature of this country. Like I didn't know that the country was founded by people that were running away from religious persecution, not because they were too liberal, but because they were too strict. And
Yep.
they came here and started a fucking nation. Oh my god.
Crazy, right? Crazy when you think about that. Just like, hold on, all these overly religious people decided to come here and make a country. Oh, and also, I don't know if you knew this, but the dudes that wrote the fucking like the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were all like early to mid 20 somethings at the time.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right.
So, you know. Shit.
And then people didn't make it past 50 back then. Fuck, but like still.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's
Damn.
crazy. Bunch of young ass dudes trying to write this document for like an entire country. It's
But
fucking crazy.
that's the
But yeah, we have all these
cool.
old people in politics though.
That part, man. Like, holy shit, please just retire. mummify, whatever the fuck you need to do, but the out of here.
Mummify. Get the fuck out.
Like they're already there before our eyes, man. These people are legitimately dying before our eyes. They're getting carted and wheeled around and shit.
Oh,
Holy shit.
oh man, I can't wait for Mitch McConnell to die. I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry, man. He's trying to like make amends right now and being like Trump is a disaster, and I'm like, you put him there, bitch. Oh my, Mitch
You,
McConnell makes me so mad.
Mitch, you put him there. You emboldened this guy. You had every opportunity to make sure he got impeached and didn't impeach this man, so he couldn't run again. Didn't do that.
Every step.
Every
He does not
little
deserve to
step
die
I
in peace.
take. Nah, but
he doesn't even get to make amends and call Trump a disaster.
no,
He does not get to.
No, sorry, sir. You in the upper room.
You
need to
senile motherfucking turtle.
go ahead and stand on business, my guy. It's a little too late for that. You already did the damage.
Fucking dark Uguay, man. Just can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't with that man.
No.
I don't wish bad things upon many people, but he's made the list. Cause nah, just not. Like he has no excuse. There's nothing he can say. Like fuck you, Mitch McConnell. Fuck you. Just please just finish dehydrating and dying.
Dehydrating and dying.
It's just like, oh my god. Have you seen him?
No, he's not. He's not in the best shape. No. No. Yeah. No, I remember like they asked him a question about like about him like rerunning for office and shit, and he was like this is gonna sound fucked up to say, but like the way he looked was like if buffering was a person, it looked like Mitch McConnell at the time.
Nah, man. I can't. You know me. I'm a very empathetic person, but I feel no empathy for the man. Like I can't.
Shit. This
Is
like a
all
video.
decisions.
He looked like a video buffering trying to. It was bad. It was bad.
I'm half convinced this is already Weekend at Bernie's, man. Like the man is dead already.
He's dead already.
He's dead already. They're just carting him around with glasses.
He's just playing music, doing this shit.
That dude from Men in Black with like the little aliens in his face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's just nah. I feel no compassion. I feel nothing. Fuck that dude. Absolutely. Yeah. I'd kick him in the balls if I saw him.
Kick him
just walking around.
Kick him in his old saggy
balls, man.
Old wrinkly, saggy nutsack. As Maricia decided to kick this man for freedom and justice. We're gonna end things here. So thanks for coming to the 10th episode. Appreciate you.
10 episodes, double digits.
We're in the double digits now.
Approaching puberty.
Mary just got her camera, so you'll be seeing her mug, or no, not the camera, but the her lights. So you'll be seeing her mug in our first reaction video. We are going to react to some diss records. We're just gonna make a little mini series out of that. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some stuff. So
follow us during my discovery process of hip hop and history.
And blowing her fucking mind every step of the way.
Hey man, I'm excited. Fucking learning about music. Love it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day, or use this day to rest. It's a it's a good weekend. But thanks for coming, and catch you on the next time.
See you next time, guys. Thank you.